What's up, guys? This is Leggings back. As you know, let's get straight to the clip of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But let's get straight into the video like we're going to be watching today. It's called 10 Kids Who Suffered Terrible Punishments from Their Parents. I'm pretty sure this has to do with child abuse and a lot of things. I hope they don't have videos or actual pictures of what happened. I'm pretty sure they have pictures. This is by The Richest. So yeah, I'm expecting pictures, not just a person talking. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
Parenting can go from having a lovable relationship with your kids to having an all-out civil war. But how
Not
far
really.
is too far when it comes to parenting? Take a lesson from these parents and find out which of their punishments went way too far. Michael Ray and Tina Marie Alberson. Michael Ray and Tina Marie Alberson may face the death penalty after their 10-year-old son, Jonathan Banks, died from dehydration. Jonathan had wet the bed, and as a punishment, his dad and stepmom made him stand on an extra on the kitchen floor for 5 days in
That's on window.
plus heat in Dallas,
5
Texas,
days?
while there was no air conditioning. All during the process, Jonathan was denied water, which resulted in dehydration and organ failure, as well as cardiac arrest. Tommy Jordan. Tommy Jordan quickly became internet famous after posting a video shooting his 15-year-old daughter.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this.
.45 caliber gun and using several rounds. Jordan was mad after his daughter posted a note on Facebook complaining about her responsibilities. So Jordan posted his own rebuttal of the note, all while calling his daughter an ass and smoking a cigarette. The video went viral, and Jordan was visited by a social worker as well as police, who gave him parenting tips while supposedly congratulating him on a lesson well taught. Anthony Powell. Anthony Powell found himself charged with capital murder after he beat his 3-year-old son to death over potty training frustrations. Because his son Tristan was having accidents, Anthony proceeded to push his son and pick him up and throw him to the ground where his head hit the floor hard. After Tristan wouldn't wake up, he was taken to the hospital where he died the following day. The beating was witnessed by Anthony's sister, who confessed about the incident to the police.
Dang it, sister.
Jessica Beagley. Jessica Beagley submitted videos of her adopted son's behavior as well as her punishments to the Dr. Phil show as a way to get help with her son's behavior.
Why would you do that? You know you're abusive.
She ended up facing misdemeanor charges.
Yeah.
Beagley's punishments included putting hot sauce in her son's mouth as well as making him stand in a freezing cold shower.
It's not that bad.
Christy Prado nearly found herself.
I don't know how much hot sauce.
She forced her 10-year-old son to wear makeup and dress up in women's clothing after he had wet the bed. Christy took a photo and posted it on Facebook, even though it showed her son having tears streaming down his face. Then she made her son run around outside while onlookers laughed at him. If that wasn't enough, her son was then forced to take a cold shower while Christy and her roommate threw ice at him. Charges were eventually dropped, with police citing there wasn't enough evidence to charge, but her son remains at his grandmother's house.
Good.
Holding books.
Don't go back to her.
In 2014, a young man was caught stealing, and so his father bestowed a punishment that seemed a bit different from the traditional lecture or even spanking. He forced his son to hold several books over his head. The task was probably pretty easy at first, but then we see the son screaming in pain while the father lectures his son on making better choices and being more respectful to authority.
I've seen people do that.
The punishment received mixed reactions, especially since the video was made public, adding public humiliation to the son's torture. Frances Henna. Frances Henna made headlines after she forced her daughter Jamie to wear a sign on a street corner in Bakersfield, California with a sign
I've seen that.
I was disrespecting my parents by twerking at my school dance. Did we mention that Jamie was only 11 years old? Henna got ripped up by the public, saying that it was shameful to publicly humiliate a child when there were other ways to discipline her, not to mention the potential harassment her daughter was exposed to.
That's because she twerked.
After his son got bad grades and lost his $700 iPad, YouTube user King Ease decided to inflict punishment upon his son by giving him a bad haircut.
Wait, he's a YouTuber?
Not only that, King recorded the session and posted it up on YouTube to further his son's humiliation. So not only did the kid have to deal with the backlash at school, but he also had to deal with the world knowing what he did. However, King Ease got a lot of heat for the punishment and dealt with a lot of criticism. Antonia Folsom. Antonia Folsom wasn't happy when her 13-year-old son missed his 9 p.m. curfew and came home 15 minutes late. She decided to lock her son out and told her 15-year-old daughter not to let him in. Instead, she made her son sleep outside on the concrete patio, and his sister gave him a blanket and pillow. The next morning, the 13-year-old called the police, and Folsom was arrested for deprivation of a minor.
Dang.
Good parenting.
He called the police.
In 2015, a video went viral online that was uploaded by a dad who was done with his son's failing grades. He gave his son only 3 weeks to improve his academic performance, but failed to do so. As punishment, he gave his son a sledgehammer and forced him to destroy his Xbox, all while using foul language and public humiliation. After the first Xbox is destroyed, the dad then brings in an Xbox One, and once again forces his son to destroy it. All the while, his son is crying.
He brought that just to make him destroy it.
What do you think of these rather horrible punishments? Let us know in the comments. And while you're here, here's a couple of the videos that we think you might be into.
Okay, so that's it for that video. Those weren't as bad as I thought they would be. Like, there's some that are pretty bad, especially the one where he made him stand outside or stand in the eggs for 5 days in hot weather. That's torture. But like the other ones, they were bad, but they weren't really that bad. And there were some that weren't bad at all. Like the one with the kid holding books over his hand. That wasn't bad. That wasn't really bad at all. It's like, I don't. I think we're little bit too sensitive, especially with that stuff. It just really doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for him to get in trouble for doing that. I get why he would get like shamed by other parents because apparently other parents are better than other parents, whatever. But yeah, the police should not have gotten involved in that. If they did, I can't remember, but I don't think they did. But if they did, they shouldn't have because it's not the big a deal. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this. If you liked it, make sure to go below, leave a like, subscribe, comment, turn on the post notifications. I will see you guys later. This is Leggin.
Yo, bitch, I been killing shit like my middle name was Ace. Shouts out Freddie Mercury, I see you in the haze. Every dream I have nowadays, I got it made. All I need's a loyal bitch with makeup on her face. Hating on that nigga way too long, then he upgrade. Neon lights on my ceiling and all on my fireplace. I be downtown with your bitch, run my fade. I could care less about what you broke niggas say. Yuri got a temper, damn.